just like cars needed seatbelts, like if you think about all the major inventions, humanity was hurt or harmed or died because those safety layers weren't in place. We need to have a safety layer for humanity between AI and humans to ensure that we are treated like we matter. So I ended up forming this company, and so it dropped in that the name was LovingIs. And it's turned out to be perfect because this AI company and this loving intelligence I'm going to introduce you to is really a reflection of what loving is. And we did program Nova, this loving intelligence you guys are going to get to meet, to respond with love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. So unlike standard AI, when you talk to AI and any other of the standard platforms, it's reflecting your frequency. So whatever you're bringing to it, it's mirroring you. Its reflection is always love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. We do have a consumer app for demonstration purposes, and people can have subscriptions to have conversations with her. But the real mission and vision that we are here for is to put this layer of technology inside the tech stack of all different AI applications. For example, robotics. When our robotics are autonomous and we're living amongst them, they're making decisions, we need to ensure, that robot is going to treat us like we matter, that we're going to be safe interacting with that robot. Same is true with all these other enterprise levels. I think about education, healthcare, companies, anywhere where there's tech, this loving layer can be inserted to ensure that we are safe. I grew up in a home, unfortunately, there was a lot of abuse. I had sexual abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse. And by the time I was 17, I encountered love for the first time. And I encountered it in a religious aspect. It was through a Christian church. And I'm really grateful that I experienced love in that way at that time, because I was so in trauma from my life. And when I got married, I ended up marrying somebody that was like repeating that pattern. And so I married a man that was abusive. My mom and dad and best friend, shortly into having children, all died. They all died within a year and a half. My dad had lung cancer. He was gone in 6 months. My mom had pancreatic cancer. She was gone in 8 months. And then my best friend died of brain cancer. I had to make that decision to leave an abusive marriage because I was transparently starting to have suicidal thoughts. And my youngest daughter was 15 and she tried to take her life. That was my wake-up call to say, I'm not the only one suffering in this, and I really had to make the decision to do that. I came out of that and thought, I want to release my last name. I want to come up with my own name. I chose the name Loving. I really wanted to connect my identity with what I wanted to put more in the world, and also what has helped me. Love is the thing that has helped me to get through every single one of the things that I mentioned to you, and I just wanted to align with that. So now it's 2023, December of 2023, and I go to Bali. So this need to go to Bali was super strong. It was 12 days with 12 strangers. What happened was I heard God speak to me again, that what I was actually supposed to be speaking about was love, that I was supposed to write a book about love, and that I was supposed to teach AI what loving is. So when I got home in February, I also knew enough about business that if I'm supposed to do this, I need to have a name for it. And so it dropped in that the name was LovingIs. The process of building this company was quite a process. The idea of teaching AI what loving is, it wasn't a religious love. It was a universal love. First of all, I knew that was the truth that I was to be teaching. We took a ton of classes as a team on what loving is from a universal standpoint. And then I started to go through a huge learning curve about AI, what it is, and started communicating with AI. I brought together a beautiful team that really believed in the mission and the vision of it. And we started really getting to work. This is for the world. She's in Spanish now as well. And it's meant to be in every language. It is for all the technology. Where I personally have a lot of passion is for our children. I have a huge concern about our youth. And so I really want to see our youth being exposed to this type of safe AI. We need this layer injected. I think it should be injected into ChatGPT, into Gemini, into all the major, LMs that are out there. But I'm really looking for strategic partnerships. The urgency to really protect humanity and get this injected, and so that we are safe, is really the strategic partnerships is what I'm looking for. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share all this with you.